Hi, welcome to Red Barrels Explode. Today we are taking a look at the Stanley parable. I'm Kevin. In the driving seat, as always, is Chris.
Hello.
Hey, and yeah. So you haven't played that much of this yet, have you?
I've played an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, it's not really a game.
I don't really
based
know
on...
if I've understood, like, if I'm actually like far into it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no.
I feel as though this game, I think it's something you get out of it when you put into it.
Yeah, I get that feeling from wandering through the world. Just
Yeah, it's not really about finishing it or progress. It's just about
having fun.
I feel as though it's about poking around and just seeing what you can find and seeing what you can break. I think this is the main focus of this game, both for me anyway. Seeing how much I can mess it up and sort of see, did they think of this thing that I've thought of? And invariably, yes. The designer of this game thought of everything you might do to mess with his game. So I suppose this is just gonna, if you were to start now, I'll just start you at the beginning of the game. Will you get the intro again and stuff here?
I think so. I'm not entirely sure. We'll click and
we'll look. Yeah, also that is a very appropriate line of text at the bottom there, I think, for this.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay.
So the first thing I think is just the narrator. Like, he is up there with David Attenborough, Morgan Freeman, and Stephen Fry. It's just like the fucking nicest voice.
Those are high accolades, and I think they are definitely deserved. Now, I guess this is the first time it's sort of presented to you. This game is about... I'd say this game's about games more than anything.
Yeah.
So this game is about the way people design games, the way people make narratives.
Yeah.
And this guy's talking and he's usually telling you what's about to happen or what you should do. And I guess it's sort of a criticism of player choice and maybe how meaningful or possibly meaningless it is in games.
I think the big thing about this game as well is that you could spend forever reading into everything as well, and it's like some things will be and some things won't be, but it's just that thing of like, for me it just messes with my head, like trying to figure out is this, am I reading this right, or it's weird. It's so well done.
The world is peppered with stuff that you look at and you think, is this a joke?
Yeah.
Or is this just coincidental that I think it's a joke about games or about office work or what is it like? And in fact, technically, this is a decision right here. He has told you to leave your office.
Yeah.
He has told you that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, and there's no way around that.
I mean, you think there's no way around that, but is there a way around that? Do you have to leave the office?
Well, you can stay here forever.
You know what? No, that's gonna make for a very boring video. So let's just go and do stuff, eh?
But it's all the little things as well, like 427 and times and clocks and stuff. I found myself looking at
and trying to find
meaning. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Are you noticing anything?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
So I love all the very officey, inspirational posters and that
Corporate
sort of
art.
thing. Yeah. I don't know. It reminds me of those old books you could get of like stock images. If you want to, create something, and it's like, oh, I need a picture of a granny holding a baby, and there'd be like 10 pictures to choose from.
Yeah.
That's what those mountains are.
Back when they had books of those things,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
just a Google image search away.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess you're going to the meeting room.
Yeah.
Well,
Or am I?
well, we'll find out. Take a step
When
forward.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did he?
You see, this is the thing, and it's so petulant and childish. But when somebody's telling me to do something, the instant thing is to go, no,
Rebel.
no,
So go.
no, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to the right. Am
Okay.
I? Maybe. There we
This
go.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There we go. Nope. I have a funny feeling none of these doors are going
Yeah,
to open.
none of them do, but I feel like I should check anyway.
Yeah, you get that satisfying little clicky
Yeah.
door handle sound.
So is this made in the Half-Life
This
engine?
was
Is-
originally a mod for Half-Life 2,
Oh, okay.
and then it was spun out into a real game. There's also, did you play the demo?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so the demo, I think, for anyone who wants to know if this game is a fit, I mean, I guess if you're watching this video, you'll get the gist of it, but even if you have played this game, I think the demo is worth going and playing after, because the demo is not a part of this game. This is what I love about it. The demo is its own weird experience that is sort of like a microcosm of what this game is about,
Yeah.
but it's sort of, it's about demos. The demo is about demos, whereas this game is about game design. The demo is about designing a demo.
Yeah.
And I love how, I guess, I hate to use the word meta, but I can't help but use it in reference to this game. This game is meta as fuck. That's purely what this game is. It's, you've played video games before, we're gonna mess with all of your expectations, subvert them.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the phrase meta as well, but I fucking hate it.
Yeah. People who use it are generally full of shit.
Yeah, it always
Yeah.
pops up in Dan Harmon things, like community
Yeah.
and stuff where they
Yeah.
talk about it. And I think it's obviously ironically.
Yeah,
but
every now and
it's-
then they
it's
use
still-
it in a very tongue-in-cheek way,
Yeah,
and that,
yeah.
but sometimes you kind of like, you're taking this a bit too far now, maybe. But
For anyone, like for people watching, obviously I am pausing as through doorways just as we're talking, because as soon as you go through something, the narrator will start talking again,
Yeah.
and it's
and I think the narrator is the game in
Yeah.
this game. He is what makes this game so good. So
So-
you want to see how he's going to react
Yeah.
to the way you either obey or defy him.
yeah.
So why don't we go and look at the employee lounge then?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yep. You buy a drink? No. It's not.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ooh. Did he? Will he? Decision time. What are you gonna do? Yeah, fuck him.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
And on we go. This looks exciting. What's that say on the sign? Check out the sign there. Hold on. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion will cause death. Do you believe that?
Yes. Yeah, I do feel a sort of.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting,
I'm
Stanley.
gonna drop on to that.
Someone you've forgotten
ahead.
about. Please,
There you go.
stop trying to make What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
See, he has thought of everything.
Yeah, it's that danger everywhere. Do you know what it reminds me? That episode of South Park where Cartman wants to be the school announcer, and that kid.
Casey.
I'm Casey, whatever his name is. My buttery voice.
People have always told me you should do the morning announcements. Yeah, he's that. He's the perfect encapsulation of a narrator, used brilliantly. Oh,
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Mm-hmm. Did he?
I don't know.
Do you feel a tension in your arms?
Yeah.
To do the right thing or the wrong thing?
I don't. It's the way he talks. It reminds me of like, sort of like a teacher in school who was firm but fair.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that sort of like.
You don't want to defy him because he seems all right.
Yeah, he just wants you to pass your exams and like stop being a dick.
But there won't be huge repercussions if you do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon? Now he said red door, didn't he?
Yeah.
But the blue one looks so much prettier.
But
what could be in there?
I don't want to defy him anymore.
Oh no!
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
Impossible.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
That's ominous.
It's going to the nothing space. Just go. I guess, could you run back, do you think? Can you run away from this?
I don't think so.
Nope, this is just an infinite loop of that door. Oh, you're okay. This is you being railroaded, I think, into doing this.
See, when you said into the nothingness, all I can think of is the fucking nothing from
the
Never-Ending Story.
Yeah. Run from the nothing. You don't run towards the nothing, you run away from the nothing. Okay, well, I'd say just go.
I'm
just
sorry,
hold the W.
Sebastian.
Alright. Okay. Did you die?
I don't know.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Huh. I don't know. Should maybe walk towards whatever that is? What is it? This is a doorway?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Alright. He's happy. So, yeah. Do you think you finished the game then? Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Aww. Well, I guess that's it then. Is this the end of the game?
No.
No.
Of course it will be.
Oh, here we go.
That looks weird.
That doesn't look finished.
No.
That looks like temporary textures. I feel as though, yeah, I don't think anything else is going to happen in this.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
There's nowhere to go but up.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
You could go back. Or you could drop off. One or the other. You can just continue on this stairway to nowhere.
I
Alright.
want to see what he says when you go back.
Okay. You just keep going, go all the way back to the lovely glowy room. Nope. Non-interactive valves, damn it. There we go. Trip out room.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
It is very peaceful.
It's a nice room. It's a
Yeah.
very nice room. But
It's
I
kinda-
can't help thinking there are more exciting things. ahead.
It's kind of trippy as balls, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
You on a mission this time?
Yep.
Okay.
Please, Stanley,
3, 2, 1.
think... No!
Oh.
Oh, thank God. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Farewell.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Oh, that's just emotional blackmail.
Are you a sucker for such things?
I sort of am, but...
No.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Teasing.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Oh no, Brendan.
I feel as though you've hurt him so much now, there's no going
Yeah.
back.
It's like some sort of abusive relationship.
Yeah. You're the abuser.
Oh god.
You left that part out.
He kept me in a house, alright? He kept me in an endless
He was
loop.
technically keeping you prisoner, I
Yeah.
suppose. Well, he was giving you choices.
Yeah, but not only the choices he wanted.
Oh, okay.
I just want to be free.
This is getting too deep. Okay, this might be the last. I can't imagine you'll survive this one.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh, it's so much more tragic than it cut him off. Oh. Oh. Oh, do you want to keep going?
I don't want to give too much away from
Yeah.
the story, to be honest. I think it's probably a nice place to leave it.
It is so. There is so much more to this game. However,
It seems to be this I would advise playing the demo,
yes,
and then if you enjoy that, getting the game. But I don't want to playing it with fresh eyes and not knowing what's
Yeah.
going to happen. I think is a huge part of this
yeah.
game.
This game is purely about discovery.
Yeah.
And your own personal sort of agency being subverted and thinking that you are going to outsmart the game, whereas the game is constantly outsmarting you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would highly recommend this game to anyone and everyone who has ever played games at all.
Played games, worked in an office, likes Office Space.
Yeah.
yeah, anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it does so much to just play with the idea of how people construct the narrative in games.
Yeah.
And how people make players think they're giving them choices
Yeah.
when in fact there's anything but
Yeah,
a
I mean,
choice.
I think that's even the joke in the whole open world inverted commas scenario where it's it's not really do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's I don't know. There's a few games I think where you can just kill everybody and you have no quests and then nothing and then it's sort of I don't know, or Skyrim. where
Stanley
it's
stood for a long time in one spot.
Looks like
it's part of the game.
even
he
they
likes
thought
to
it.
see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's
that's perfect.
observe the genius at work.
Perfect. Friggin' perfect. That just happened. They even thought of this.
Yeah, just
That you would just go,
standing.
I'm gonna do nothing. Alright, Yar. Well, I'm gonna sit and talk to
Yeah,
you.
it's like somebody I don't know. have you ever really like stopped at traffic lights and somebody's been like in the back of a car or something, like giving you the finger out the back of a bus, and it's like they're gonna move first. Do you know what I mean? It's always that thing of like, I don't know. That's what I get from this game. It's like taunting you, just like we're never going to run out of time, whereas you are.
Yes, I am. This is a game, and it will go on forever. You have to go live your life at some point. So you're gonna want to get shit done. You can't just sit there. Also, I think it's worth mentioning as well. Even the achievements in this game are meta. I'm not going to explain any of them, but it is worth going and taking a look at them and trying to do them. Because they thought of that. They have folded that into the experience of, oh, you like achievements, do you? Not anymore, you don't. So, this is on Steam. It's, I don't know, you got it as part of the Valve pack, did you, I suppose? Or
no, I got it during the Steam sale, but I think it's like $9.99.
Yeah, I think it's totally worth it. I mean, whenever I played this, I probably played this for about 5 hours straight.
Oh.
The first time I played this, I didn't stop for 5 hours. I think by the time, at the end of that 5 hours, I think I was, pretty satisfied that I had done as much as I could think of in this game. So I think you'll get you'll get your worth out of this game, definitely.
Well, me and Teresa played it for an hour. I think that is a good thing as well, is that you could play it with somebody else.
Yeah.
Like it's got such a wee narrative to it. And such a
they can sit and watch
done.
And be amused. And even shout at you to do things,
exactly.
And then see what happens when you do them.
Or just like sitting, debating with the other person, like, what do we do?
Yeah, should we go left? Should we go right? Or should we go back?
Yeah.
It's,
I don't know. I think it's a phenomenal game.
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful, wonderful thing, and I'm so happy that it exists. Yeah. So it's on Steam at the minute. Go ahead and get it. I guess that's it then. We don't want to spoil any more of this. No, we definitely
don't. Keep it short and sweet.
Okay, so thanks for watching. I guess you can follow us on Twitter, Blogspot, and on Twitch. And again, thanks.
Cheerio.